Hello and welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. This is day 3 of beauty school. My name's Kim McClure with KDM Life and Beauty, and I'm thrilled that you're joining me today. So be sure and let me know if you're joining me live or if you're joining me on the recording. Either way is great. I can't wait to hear your comments. I can't wait to hear your suggestions. And I hope and pray that this adds value to you. So today it's all about the brows. So I have taken off my brows. We'll see if we can get my brows to show here. All right, so I have taken off my brows, but now I have had my brows microbladed. All right, so that's a disclaimer. So I always have brows, and if you don't know about microblading, it's amazing. It is amazing. It is a scooch painful, but it is so worth it because you have brows 24/7. So I like to add a little bit of color to my brows because then I can match my not natural red hair. Okay. So let's talk about brows. Okay. First off, go to a brow specialist. Let them help you find your shape and help you um, pluck where you need to be plucked or waxed or threaded. My favorite is threading. Waxing always tends to make me really, really red for days, and so threading doesn't, and I love that. I also have found a great tool where I can actually shave under my eyebrows and above and get, because I've already had them made into the shape that they should be. Okay, first off, brows are sisters, not twins. Okay, that's the first thing you have to memorize and learn because so many times we want to make our brows perfect. And if they're perfect, then they look a little unnatural. All right, so let's start with a pencil and let's find the shape. You're going to start the beginning of your eyebrow should be at the edge of your nose. All right. Then, when you take the pencil out at an angle to the edge of your eye, that is where the brow should end. Can you see that? All right. The arch should be right at the corner of the iris. Okay, so the outer corner of the iris is where the arch should be. Now, when you're applying brow makeup, make sure that you take like a spoolie brush and make sure that you get all the makeup out of your brows. Okay, so can you all see where I have no brows and they're actually fake? It's actually microbladed on. All right, so what we're going to do two different things today. I'm going to show you a brow pencil on one side, and I'm going to show you what I do most of the time, which is an eyeshadow on the other. All right, and we're going to talk about brow tint. So when you do a brow pencil, you're going to use one that has a very fine point. Can you all see how fine that point is? Yes. Okay. So, and the color I'm using today is light, or it's brunette. All right. Because I like a little bit lighter color than a darker color. And what you'll do is you'll do light feathery strokes. Okay, so can you see how I'm doing the light feathery strokes? And just kind of filling in. And you can already see how it's beginning to look better. It looks more natural, looks more hair-like than just the microblading, okay? And I've got some areas where I don't have hair, so I'm just going to make the arch perfect. Although I think I just said not perfect, didn't I? But it's going to be better, okay? Plus, I've got some gray hairs in there, and I can take the pencil and cover that up. Now, that is a great basic look. And can you already see how that I've begun to frame my face with my eyebrow? Oh my goodness, that looks so much better than the other one. I love it. All right. You can also use what we call a brow tint. And now a brow tint, I recommend using a little lighter. And what it does is it's going to add fullness. So it's going to add more of a like hair-like strokes, more fullness is basically what it's going to do. You can choose to use a brow tint, or you can even take a lash primer, which is clear, and do the same thing. What I like about the lash primer, if you don't want the added color, the lash primer can hold your brows in place, okay? All right, now, the other thing is you can use a powder. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Like I said, I like my eyebrows to be a little bit closer to my hair color. So I use a color called Cinnabar. And I just come back with a slanted brush. Can you see the slanted brush? It's very narrow, okay, so that I can make the hair-like strokes. Again, going in the fine hair-like strokes. Does anybody else sing when they put makeup on? Oh my goodness. Now, do you see how I went out of the line? No big deal. We're going to come back with concealer and we're going to make it perfect. So, not a big deal. Oh, I have a dog. Yay. So now y'all know. That's my bandy girl. Somebody's walking by that shouldn't be walking by. All right. So here are the brows. Can you see how it's given my brows a little bit more of the red hair color? Can you see that? Okay. Now, like I said, I did go out of the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flat tipped brush with my concealer on it, and I'm going to come right along the brow line and get where I'm supposed to be. Make the lines a little bit more perfect. And I do love doing this under the brow. I'm going to do it on the other side also. Okay. So then you'll come back with your spoolie brush, again, brushing it to make it appear more natural, okay? And of course, Q-tips are also, so you can either take a Q-tip or you can take a concealer, whichever one you prefer. And the key is practice, 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 practice. So light feathery strokes, again, I want to show you that on my hand, how you can make light feathery hair strokes. Can you see that? Come on, camera, work with me. There we go. So hair strokes, and that's going to fill in. I still think this one needs a little bit filled in. I like it a little bit more edgy, I guess would be the word. All right. So the color is going to be the lightest at the base and get darker as it goes across. So let's review. Your brow is going to start at the edge of your nose. It's going to end at the angle of your eye. The arch is going to be on the outer corner of the iris. And then you're going to apply either shadow or a pencil to fill in the base where the colors need to be filled in. You can also use a lash primer or you can use a brow tint to give more fullness and depth to the brows. I hope that helps. I hope this has been a fun learning for you, and I would love to see pictures. You guys share pictures, share your comments, share what you learned, share what you'd like to learn. And if you've got tips that I didn't share, please share those. That's what this is all about. So I hope today's lesson has been great for you. Thanks for joining me.